Well, hello, hello, hello. Y'all know what day it is? It is Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Hey, it's Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the StreamYard room. Yep, it's almost time for me to hit this road. I'm on my way to the NC. Hopefully, I'll be able to see some of you guys while I'm in town. You know where I'll be worshiping? I'll be worshiping at the Southside Church of Christ. So if you want to see me on Sunday, let's go. Game on. But look, the title of this conversation is When They Change the Game. I put it inside the chat, when they change the game. So first, I want to say thank you to those who actually had an opportunity to come to Bible study on Tuesday night. Um, as you can see, my daughter is getting ready to come in here, so just excuse the background noise and movement. But the topic again is when they change the game. If you're out there, definitely go ahead, put your name inside of the chat. Let me know that you're sharing this space with me on this Friday. When they change the game, when they change the game. Yeah. So my name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. How do you do that? By building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. Okay, so put this in the chat. Show enough, everything matters. Y'all better put it in the chat right now because I'm about to tell you when they change the game, when they change the game. So just left the orthodontist with my kids. They both have braces. Thank God. Thank God that we're able to even invest in allowing them to have braces. Like I don't take that for granted. I don't take um anything that God does for us for granted. But let me tell you, y'all, they tried to change the game on me. Put it in the chat. They changed the game. So my kids were accustomed to coming to the orthodontist on Saturdays. And due to scheduling, like, maybe it was homecoming. I know it was coming to North Carolina or something. We switched one of the days to go on a Friday instead of a Saturday. Put it in the chat. They done changed the game, but they didn't know. Put it in the chat. They didn't know. Put it in the chat. They did not know that they could not change the game on Denise Merriweather. Not in the ninth inning. You can't do that in the ninth inning. But so they changed the game. And when we came in today, and this was a concern for me, I was like, oh, you moved the date off of a Saturday. That's going to be hard to get that date back. But I'm trusting and believing that, it's going to work out. I get that schedule sometimes, don't allow you to always have what it is that you need the day that you want it. But I knew that moving from that Saturday was gonna, yeah, Tam. They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know. So I walk in today and I started having a conversation about getting them scheduled, and they proceeded to tell me that Saturdays ain't even gonna be a thing in the new year. Like, nobody can come on a Saturday. Now, I'm sorry, y'all, but I truly believe that you need to end a relationship like you started. Put that in the chat. End the relationship like you started. Like, don't come giving me roses on the first date and opening car doors and all this stuff. And then, oh, bye. Okay, my family is pulling off, me and DJ in the car. DJ said hey to everybody.
Hi.
But don't give me roses, flowers, and candy on the first date. And then after we've been dating for the last 6 months, you decide that you're not opening no more car doors. You're not bringing no flowers, no candies, Anybody want that happen? You start dating somebody in the relationship how you started? Absolutely. And that's why we tell people, don't start off the way you don't want. You're not going to be able to finish. Don't treat me with all this special treatment and warm and fuzzy, but then when it get down to the end, or when you get comfortable inside the relationship, you ain't bringing no more flowers, you ain't bringing no more candies, we not going out on date nights, you just coming, sitting on the couch eating bonbons and watching me do all the work and clean, and you chilling on the couch watching TV. That ain't gonna work. But as we continue to have this conversation, compromise was the word that came up. Put it in the chat. Compromise. And when I talked to the doctor, the owner of the facility, he let me know that, he's been doing Saturdays for a while, and it's becoming a little much for the team. And I get that, but you got a booming business, right? And just like me, like I get it because I'm not trying to teach no more on a Saturday. So I'm with him. I get it. But I do believe that there needs to be some compromise. Put it in the chat. There needs to be some compromise. So after I lost it, because do believe I did, because I brought it to his attention that this should have been explained to us prior to us moving the date, right? Like when we moved the Saturday to a Friday, one, you should have told us, now listen, you got a hot commodity here on a Saturday appointment. You move this date, you probably not going to get a Saturday no more. But if you want to hold on to it, you might want to push it out to the next Saturday that we have available. And then they should have told us, you know what? Starting in the new year, it won't be no more Saturdays. I just think that you need to be upfront with people when these things or these decisions are being made. Just like I know that within some of my communities, I have already mentioned that these Saturday classes, I'm done with it, right? It's after you get to a certain point in your business, you have enough clientele, you have enough, rotation of clients. You don't have to, I don't want to say grind as hard or do as many things that compromise what it is that you want to do, right? And I get he doesn't want to work on a Saturday, but you also need to communicate and give people an opportunity to decide to do something different. Put this in the chat. You can decide to do something different because ultimately that's what the conversation was that I said at the end of my conversation. So the compromise for us was that he was going to allow me to come late on like a Friday. So instead of the last appointment being 4:30, mine would be 4:45 because my daughter school is about 30 minutes away from the location. And see, whatever it is, or situation when people are changing the game on you in the ninth inning, there are certain things that you should be looking for. And one is a compromise. And then number two is a win-win for everybody. Everybody need to win. Put it in the chat. Everybody need to win. So you get to keep your Saturdays, but I get to the appointment at a time that will work for my family as well, without us having to take two cars, one to pick up one child, one to pick up the other child, getting them out of school an hour or so before school end. Like, no, that's not going to work. I don't want them missing lessons, having to make up work and all that stuff. That's not fair to them. And I'm sorry, this is a service I'm paying for. Put it in the chat. I'm also paying for a service. See, that's why we as business owners and people who have companies should be trying to provide excellent customer service because it makes a difference. Everything makes a difference. Put it in the chat. Again, everything makes a difference. So we continued to talk, and ultimately the last thing, the compromise was number one, a win-win for everybody, number two, and then number three is that we got to test it out. Like, we got to extend some grace and mercy because we got to see how this is going to work. But ultimately, testing it out will see if we could continue this relationship, because the last thing that I needed to let her know was like, look, I'm already compromising working with you because I can really go and finish this treatment someplace else. It's not like I paid for all the braces up front. I'm paying based on their appointments. So if I need to go somewhere, look, you don't have the monopoly on how to do braces. Like, there's other places that could do them. So when a relationship doesn't work, you test it out to make the compromise to make sure that it works for everybody. But if it doesn't, and you can put this as the bonus, find a new relationship, because you're this being unhappy, not put that bonus, find a new relationship. Put that in the chat. Bonus, find a new relationship, because there's no need for you to be unhappy or to be an upset or breakdown when things doesn't work. And I know sometimes, and I like the doctor, like, he's amazing. Like, even our conversation was amazing. But at the same time, I think everybody needs to know that I'm not stuck in this relationship, and because I'm not, and you're not either. You're not stuck in any relationship. That's your job. That's relationship with other people. Now, I think you need to work a little harder for the marriage. Like, don't blow the marriage up. But you're not stuck. And don't ever feel like you're stuck in any relationship, because you're not. You're not stuck at a job. You're not stuck in the school. You're not stuck with people, like friendship. You're not stuck. So don't operate your life like you're stuck and you cannot move on. You can move on if you want to. And I would say if it don't work, move on. If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. So look, always looking forward to serving you. I'm headed to North Carolina. Pray for our safe arrival. It's live at 5 when they change the game. When they change the game, you got to know what it is that you're looking for, what you're asking for. Compromise number one, win-win for number two, and testing it out. Like we need grace and mercy because see this new thing that we're coming up with may or may not work. I need to have grace and mercy that we could try something else if we want to keep the relationship. And the bonus is we could just find a new one. We could just move on and cut our ties. And thank you for your service. It's been amazing, but I'm going to find somebody else. Got it? All right. When they change the game up on you, I don't know what you're going to do. But when they change the game, when they change the game, you have power. Never allow people to make you think that you don't because you do. Always looking forward to serving you. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. I ain't traveling, so I'll be home. I'll see you then. Hey, it's Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. I love you guys. See you soon.